Hi everyone, I hope your New Year's has been getting off to a wonderful start. I'm actually really excited for this year. I have so many trips planned and just a lot of optimism going into the new year. I hope that you're feeling the same. Today I wanted to talk about things I have decided to do differently this year when it comes to food. So as many of you know, I am now in my mid-50s, my body is changing, and my life has become busier than ever. So I really wanted to focus this year on prioritizing health and nutrition. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I will be incorporating this year when it comes to changes in my diet. So let's get started and I'll share. So one of the big changes I've been making is to avoid skipping breakfast. I have been really bad about that, and I notice when I do that, as many of you probably feel as well, my energy level wanes by about noon, and it's not a good thing. Not a real reason I've been doing this, just super busy and don't have time or don't make the time to go food shopping or meal prep, which, by the way, brings us to today's sponsor, Huel. I've been using Huel for the last couple of weeks, and I cannot even tell you what a game changer it has been in ease and just feeling good throughout my morning. So I've been using two of their products. This is the Black Edition chocolate powder. It has all of the macros and micronutrients I need to help me get through my morning. There are 400 calories and 40 grams of protein per serving. Love that. And I just mix it up in my little shaker, and I can drink it even when I'm cleaning up the house, and I feel very satisfied, and it tastes really, really good. The other product I have been loving from Huel are these ready-to-go drinks. So these are so delicious, guys. I usually keep them in the refrigerator. They taste amazing. This is my favorite. It's the iced coffee flavor, and this is the strawberry, but they do sell a variety pack. There's also a chocolate and vanilla in there, so it's a great way to start and to try it out for yourself. So this is 100% nutritionally complete in a single bottle. The biggest reason I love it, aside from the taste, is that it's super convenient. It really incorporates so nicely into my lifestyle. So if you want to try Huel for yourself, go ahead and click the link in my description. I do have a code, Janine D. You will get 15% off your order of $75 or more for new customers. Cheers to that. On to my second tip. Stop waiting for the perfect meal. So many of you probably plan ahead of time, which is always wonderful, but when life gets busy and you don't have time to do that, it's just so easy to grab junk or skip a meal. So what I decided to do was to just make sure I'm consistent with my meals. I've been doing my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then my 2 snacks in between. And I've accomplished that by making sure that I have food on hand in the house. It doesn't have to be perfect. We always remember the 80-20 rule. 80% can be good, 20% can fall just a little bit under the bar. That's totally fine, but just get it done. Consistency is so much more important. So again, this is a pretty new concept for me, but so far, so good. My third tip is to plan food around my schedule, not my mood. So many of you, like myself and so many others, tend to revolve food decisions around how we feel. We can be emotional eaters. I'm sure that terminology is familiar to many of you. It's very, very common. But what I have learned is to really look at my week ahead and plan out, to the extent possible, what my food schedule will look like. So I'll give you an example. I know that during the week, I'm usually at home working. I like to go to the gym, so I'll make sure that I have ideas or things available in the house for my food during the week. On the weekends, if I tend to go out to dinner, those can be my cheat meals. But if I have a specific schedule and an idea of what that week ahead will look like when it comes to food, I am less likely to be emotional when it comes to food and grab for junk. It's just like anything else that you want to keep organized. Diet and nutrition should be something that's thought about proactively not after the fact, and you'll make better decisions. My third tip is to pay attention to energy and not just macros. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Macros became very popular a few years ago, and there are so many apps and ways to track them. Some apps you can even just take a photo and it will tell you what macros you have, and that's great. Information is always great to have. However, sometimes people can get too caught up on those things and not listen to their own bodies. So I have always been more inclined to listen to my body, and as the pressure continues to build in society around measuring macros, I'm pushing against it and I'm saying, I'll keep that in mind, of course, but I also want to pay attention to how I feel. So I've been keeping a little journal that has helped me understand what I'm eating, where my energy level falls within an hour or two after eating that, and then making adjustments based on how I feel. And I have noticed that this definitely takes a little bit more work, a little bit more intuition, but it has really helped me to overcome certain slumps in the day, understanding where I need to eat my protein, where I need to eat my carbs, to have mental focus, energy at the gym, and even prepare for a good night's sleep. So guys, pay attention to those macros 100%, but don't go crazy over it. It's more important, like anything, to just listen to your instinct and how your body feels. And my last tip is to focus on consistency instead of intensity. And what I simply mean by that is consistency is key. Don't start out with anything in life too full force with something that you cannot achieve and accomplish over the long run. So making those goals small, manageable, consistent throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the year. And if you fall off the wagon, it's okay. Just hop right back on, allow yourself to have made a little mistake. We all make mistakes, but don't let that completely derail you. I hope that you found this information helpful. Again, some of these are new concepts to me, so I love to get on to share. When I see your comments, your feedback, it helps me to stay motivated also. And a lot of times I get really good feedback from you guys that helps me to improve the areas of life that I want to improve for myself, and then I can share going forward. So thanks so much for that. Make sure to drop those comments, your relationship with food, things you're changing this year, in the comments below, so we can all share as a community. I would also love if you can share this video with somebody you believe would benefit from it. That's always wonderful. And I will see you guys all soon. I wish you a wonderful, happy, and healthy year ahead.